Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I remember we cut off a little mid-scene here, but don't worry, we're okay, I think. We're talking about the festival at the moment, so let's see what that's about. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Oh boy. Do we really need to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Yuri? Yuri does not want this. Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up to recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. It does seem a little, I don't know. It seems a little over the top to be just reading poems out, and I don't think that's necessarily the most interesting thing, but, you know, some people do like that. In all honesty, they probably could have worked with, like, their drama club or something to do that kind of stuff. Because they could have, like, the literature club could have written the script for the drama club. Just saying. Considering all we've done so far is write poems or write stuff, so... I mean, that would probably have been better than performing just simply like that. But who knows? That would have probably required a bit more preparation, too, now that I think about that. So, never mind. I don't know. I agree with Natsuki. Wow, you two are agreeing. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. Natsuki is clearly upset. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. I think it's about expressing your feelings. Or it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we are all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Why is Yuri's sprite so cute? Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Well, there's 4 out of 5. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? A quiet one as ever. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, it's gonna be the death of you. Have you considered what Satoru's in this club for? Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. I need to stop, like, losing it over Yuri's sprite. It's actually kind of adorable, but still it need to stop. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Because it's Yuri. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Did I say that right? Yeah. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good. Sayori's sprite sometimes is adorable as well. I mean, she's just like, that was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Whoa! Yuri? Yeah, Yuri's all fired up for some reason. Or for all of a sudden, I mean. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and its turns and structure as she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not like we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. That was really fast. Yeah, she's gone. Hey, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Yep. I think she's had her fill of public speaking, I guess. Okay, here goes Sayori. Next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. She's already laughing. Oh my goodness, Sayori is Sayori. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try to think of it when you're reciting it to other people. Fair enough. Imagine you're reciting it yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery, like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant by when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Satoru liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. I kind of find this interesting. Like... I guess it's a good thing they're taking this seriously. I wonder what Natsuki's gonna do here. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. Might be one of that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. I guess that would definitely make sense. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Another one of the many Sayori sprites that are adorable. Oh my goodness. And next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki or me? Already pouting. Don't make me go before Satoru. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Satoru lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do. Alrighty now. Please. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with the one I went with today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as anyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Is that what the name of the poem's called? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Oh. Like the one word that I didn't know I selected in the pick a word portion of this game. I went back and checked that in the footage. I'm kind of glad I recorded it now. Got lucky on that end. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. I guess that would make Jump sound quite actually fitting for that. Natsuki finishes it and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You're not if you do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Oh yeah, look, we're already her friend. That's not gonna last long. I'm just kidding. I probably just said that and some of you are like, oh, he knows, to which case I'm sitting here like, know what? That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess it's in that case. You won't have to worry, wait, you won't have to worry, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. Why am I getting so thrown around with these words? That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what it'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already presently surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. No problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I could do this. I feel like I just need to go over there and just like head pat Yuri or something. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, though I'll have to do my best. Why am I so interested to impress Monica? Alright. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Oh my goodness. We're neighbors! Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Sayori, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I'll walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Uh-oh, is she worried? Oh, sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. Oh, I think I know what she's trying to say here. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... There's no option to walk home with both of them. Are we serious? That's what I would do. Unless they're going the opposite directions. If Yuri was to ask me to walk home with her, if it's just once, then I would do it. Just because she wanted me to. But if it's repeatedly... I don't know. I feel like this is making me choose between the two of them right now. I also kind of find it funny how like the dialogue options are directly over her facial expression, which is hilarious. I have no idea, honestly. I'll stay with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly. You think about me too much sometimes. Says you who thinks about my character too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's a kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Word picking? Word picking! Okay, so one thing that I was pointed out to, that I don't know if that was a good idea to point out to me or not, is if I click on an image, or not an image, if I click on a word, the character that jumps is the one that likes the word the most. And I guess the person who jumps the most is the one you'll apparently spend, like, the next series of the day with, I guess? I'm not really sure. Kind of like what we had with that Sayori segment, like, I think the 3rd episode? Or 4th? I don't remember if it was episode 3 or 4 already. I've been so busy, I haven't been able to keep track of everything as much as I would love to. I am kind of curious to see if I can get a Yuri-based one. But I don't know. I'll have to see. Mostly I've been going through trying to find a theme in the words that I pick here. So I want to see if I kind of like to do that, because that does kind of make things a bit more fun for me to kind of figure out how to kind of utilize 20 words to kind of bring a theme together. But who knows? Let's see. I don't even know what theme I don't even know what theme I'm gonna try for here. Let's try this. Alright, so 2 Sayori already, jeez. Marshmallow. That does not fit at all. Inferno, I guess. I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to be picking it in the way that... Because there's no way I can figure out what word everyone likes without exploring all... This is what, 10 words? All 200 words each time. And that's assuming there's only 200 words. Melancholy? Yeah. Grief. That seems weird that it's grief. But I guess that works. Poof. Oh man, some of these words are just one of those that they're like the types that make me go, huh, alrighty then. I don't even know what to even work with here. I'm bouncing back between you two. Natsuki! It's not got a single one, I don't think. Existence, I'd say. Disaster. Doki Doki. I'm gonna pee for heartbeats anyway. Variance. Judgment, that's definitely one of them. Fear. Pain. Oh, wow, okay, no. Uncanny. Ooh, essence. okay. She doesn't come across the one that would like the word depression the most. Efflugent, okay. Efflugent? No, effulgent. I just said that one wrong. Sticky. I'm curious. Is this a Natsuki one? I'm half tempted just to click this one. I want to click it the next time. I gotta remind myself to click sticky just because I want to see if it's a Natsuki one, because I feel like it is at this point. Socks! And, alright, 2 more words. Let's see here. Agonizing. And scars. That was back and forth. I don't know. It's one of the 2 of them. Oh, man. Oh, what's Monica upset about here? I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. Wow. I guess she's really happy for this now. It's gonna be great. She had a complete 180 of personal opinion on the festival there. Yeah, exactly, Monica. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's the whole day of school when we get to play and eat all the kinds of delicious food. Oh, okay. That's why. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You of all people? I don't know how to feel about that statement. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Oh yeah, Ika. Ika, yeah, that makes sense. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. It's the Ika part she's going after. That's funny. Never mind. Let's just focus on our event. Stroke victim, excuse me. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Something's wrong with her. Is something wrong with her? Yeah, I was gonna say, she does feel a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. Says you! I'm fine, see? Yeah, that doesn't inspire me, give me much hope here. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the cause of conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Satoru, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but... have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but it seems like she's a bit of a downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Satoru. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. Maybe it's something with me, my character? I wonder. This time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. You sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? My goodness. Is my character dense? I'm not saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Satoru. Oh, I'm saying the thing that maybe on her mind is you, Satoru. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. I'm so funny. Oh, okay. You're so funny, Satoru. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Oh. I don't know how to feel about that now. Thank you, Monica. Oh, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. I don't know how to feel about what's happening here. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Doing this again, huh? Since I did Natsuki first this time, I think I'll do Yuri first, and then switch to Natsuki. Actually, I might try. Alright, I'm gonna switch this up, actually. We're gonna do Yuri, Sayori, Monica, Natsuki. Hi, Yuri. Satoru. This is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try and give it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. That sprite is adorable! There's so many problems with it! Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. I don't think people would laugh at you. I mean, her writing's kind of, I guess if it's really, like, if it's her mild writing, I don't know. But if it's her more, like, deeper or darker writing, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri? Yuri smiles sadly. Satoru, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Oh. Well, if I knew that, then I definitely would walk home with her just to keep her company. But then I'd also hope that I could do that with Sayori as well. Did you know that? Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. Why would they make fun of your body type? And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Satoru. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as a normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. Man, where is she? What is this like right now? What's going on? But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Satoru. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make some friends. Did I? I thought I joined it because I couldn't take the fact that they were all upset. I don't know. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Oh god, that sprite's adorable. Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. I feel like we just jumped over like a huge wall, and now she's like incredibly comfortable with me. Oof. Feels weird, but I don't mind it. Beach. A marvel of millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. turned back, and I abandoned my piece to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I returned to Earth forevermore. I butchered the last line of this poem. Beach. How'd you like that one? That's just pretty nice. I'm aware that beach is a kind of inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You said that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have any particular interest in her writing style. I just went with the request. But, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. I wouldn't say that was necessarily simple. Doing something different out of your usual zone is actually pretty good because you can explore something you're not used to. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori! Alrighty then. Let's see what her thoughts are, shall we? This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Satoru. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? We're gonna prod into this again? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. I mean, it's clearly obvious something isn't fine, but for the sake of privacy, I'm only... Normally when I'm in this kind of scenario, I just say, if anything's wrong, just talk to me. That's all I would ever say. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. I'm having a very, very familiar feeling with somebody else that I do in real life and I don't like that feeling. Hey, Satoru. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course. We just had an entire monologue with Yuri, excuse me. Or not monologue. Dialogue with Yuri. I don't know what to think of that dialogue there. Of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes... I know you have to put... Wait. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? Is she crying? No. Satoru. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? I think she's forgetting the fact that we've been like that technically Satoru and Sayori have been friends since childhood. That's kind of a childhood friend thing, I guess. I mean, I have childhood friends. I'm still like close with most of them. Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Is she like trying to push us away? Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure no one has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Satoru. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. I'm not sure why she's trying to push... She's giving me this impression she's pushing me away, which is weird. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. If she's okay, if she's okay. Hopefully. I worry about that, but if she says she's okay, I'm not gonna push it on her. Well, I normally wouldn't, but I don't know how Satoru's gonna act in this. Monica this time. Hi, Satoru. Let's get the cursor, please. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Great job, Satoru. I was going oh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That just doesn't sound like a good idea at all. Keep everyone's expectations low to the point where no one believes you can do anything and then surprise them? That sounds like a dumb thing to do. I don't know. Maybe it's just not me. That's not fair. Well, I guess it worked out. It worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Very true. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. I just realized we also didn't get to read Sayori's poem, so I don't know how to feel about that. Or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. Wow, okay. She's explaining what the white space looks like again. Yep. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. A lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am. A feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Interesting. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wow, I can't read today, my goodness. Wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's only one thing I've noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? That's the thing about life, though. You have to have a balance between good and bad. And without that balance, your life can't necessarily be as interesting, I guess. A life without challenge isn't really much of a life after all, is it? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? Not really. It can be something really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. This advice thing she does is so weird, but it's funny. Natsuki, alright. Oh man. This is seriously a step backwards. Eh? I liked your last two way better than this one. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things. As long as you're not trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross. Okay, okay. Like you said, I'm not allowed to try new things. Or no, like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't it that more like a compliment to me? Classic tsundere. No, gross. It's not like I care. Oh, sure. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? I thought Sayori was doing that. Okay, well, maybe not now, but who knows. What if you end up just scaring me away? That's... Look at that little fang just sticking out there. It's not like he would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Oh. Good. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Aww. Maybe I wouldn't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. There's that cheeky smile. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you even call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your... Oh, right, because she and Yuri did the same thing. I'll be your beach. This music's always so silly. It gives quite the like childish feel to it. The music, I guess, just kind of helped that tone a little bit. Alright. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that makes you daydream about daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That was a good one. I like this one. I like that one. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write about something with a nice message this time. Besides, the beach is awesome. There's kind of a second meaning to that I like. Hard to write anything negative about the beach. I don't know, man. This one time I got attacked by a crab. I'm kidding. I didn't get attacked by a crab. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Geez, better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that, too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up kind of a bit metaphorical, too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Alright guys, that'll be it for this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Hope you are enjoying this series, and I'm really starting to worry about Sayori a little bit. Hopefully she's not doing anything too crazy at the moment. So, anyway, that'll be it for this episode, and I will see you guys on the next livestream or video that I do. Until then, I will see all you guys later.